Welcome everyone. My name is Nicole and today we have about a 15-20 minute kind of a full body wake up or pre-workout or full workout. However, I guess it really just depends on where you're at. But should be a decent full body kind of deal here. And whenever you are ready, we'll begin seated. And you can have your feet a little bit away if you like, or sit up on a block or bolster. Try not to have discomfort in your knees. So even if you just need to have a leg out, or I'm just encouraging you to find your position. And then wherever you are, we're going to think about our spine now. Sway side to side. See if we can grow a little. Start to engage the core. Roll the shoulders onto your back. And let's go ahead, rest the palms down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out. A few more deep breaths in the nose. And out. And if you like, we'll set a little intention for the class. Maybe just a word that resonates with you. Let's press our palms together. And then we're going to inhale, reach up overhead, inhaling all the way to the top. And exhale, float the fingers back down. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale, float the fingers back down. Resting the hands once more, maybe switching the cross on the legs. Let's go ahead and drop your right ear off to your right shoulder. And breathe in your neck. And then inhale, center. And left ear to left shoulder. And then inhale back up. Look to your right. Nose to your armpit. And just breathe into this new place in our neck. Inhale up to center. Look to the left. Drop your nose to your left armpit now. Now look up, back to center. And let's go ahead and prepare to shift onto all fours. And from here, let's get into our wrists a little bit. So point those fingertips back towards you, wrist under shoulders. Fingertips clawing into the mat here. And then toes curled under. And then you can begin to come back if you that calls to you. You can always do one at a time too. If it's like too sensational, then back off. And then we're gonna switch now. So the back of our hand is coming down. And you can do one at a time here now. Flick those fingernails into the mat strongly. And if you're doing one at a time, make sure you try both sides. And then to come out, roll onto those knuckles, press down strongly, and then make your way onto all fours here. And we're going to cat-cow. So for our cow, tilt your tailbones to the sky. Lift your chin, press down strongly with your hands, and away so you can broaden your collarbones. Breathe in and out. In. And then curl in through your core, round through the back of the heart, drop the head, cat. And breathe in and down. And then go ahead and move between the two at your own pace, with your own breath. Trying to make it feel nice. And then from here, lift those knees, send your hips back and up high. Downward dog. Take some breaths here. And bend those knees. Look between your hands. Are they spreading, bright and active, clawing into the mat, pressing down to help send your hips high, then drop your head. You can always keep your knees bent as much as you'd like or need to. And then we're gonna send our right leg high to the sky. Come on the ball of the back foot. Knee and the navel, shift your weight forward, and then step through. And use blocks here, that really is super helpful. Then from here, pivot those toes to the long edge of the mat. Blocks here can be handy. Inhale, halfway look up. Little bend in those knees, tilting the pelvis. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Try to relax the head and neck. And keep the activation in the feet and legs. Inhale, halfway look up. And then we're gonna do a little skandasana side to side. So either have your blocks, shift side to side, or you can come down lower and point the toes up, lifting the heel. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, come off to the other side. Or just stay high wherever you are. Breathe and exhaling down, inhaling up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And then pause, left hand on your face, right hand to the sky, look up. And then right hand down, left hand to the sky, look up, and then try to keep your pelvis squared. You could take your hand back there, check it out. Keep a little bend in the knees. And just try to really focus on rolling open from the upper back, upper spine. And release. Come over, back to the front of your mat, to plank, to chaturanga, upward dog or baby cobra, and then pressing back into downward dog. Hips high, hands bright. Left foot, to the sky. Inhale, step it through. And then lower your back knee, press through your front heel to send your left hip back, half splits. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Breathe. And then inhale, come forward, kick your back foot in, reach for it with your left hand, and then kick the foot into your hand. Create a little resistance here. can come down onto your forearm as well if that calls to you. Otherwise, stay high or stay up even higher on a block. It's totally cool. And then release the back foot if you got it. And then we're gonna pivot to the back of our mat now. You got this. Lift your back knee. Turn towards the long edge of your mat and keep turning. So now that we're now at the back of our mat with our right leg in front, go ahead and lower the back knee. Oh, sorry, I felt something. Press to your right heel, shift your right hip back, try to keep it square for half splits. Use blocks on the other side here. If you'd like, inhale halfway, look up, and then exhale, fold, and breathe. And then inhale, come forward, kick the back foot in, reach around with your right hand, grab for the foot, or lasso it, and then we create some resistance here. And you can come down more if that calls to you. You can always pad the knees as well. And then go ahead and release that back foot. And we're gonna lift that back knee. So we're gonna come back to the front of our mat. So turn the long edge, pivot, back to the front, back to plank. And then go ahead, lower the knees and then start to widen them as wide as the mat. Just use your hands, shift your hips back towards your feet. Child's pose, go ahead and rest your forehead onto the earth. We're on a block. Take some breaths here, deep breaths. And then go ahead and come on up. And we're gonna shift, bring our legs around, out in front of us. Get ready, come down onto our backs. And from here, we'll do a little bridge, fingertips towards our heels. Roll your shoulder blades under you just a little bit more, and either grab the outside edge of the mat, like you're tearing it apart, and then lift the hips, or lift the hips, roll the shoulders under you even more, press down through the wrists, forearms, and then hips high. Press your feet away to help bring your heart even more towards your chin. Keep the back of your hip pressing firmly. And you can lift your toes, test to see how much you're engaging your bum. You want to be like almost like you're kicking yourself in the bum by not lifting your feet off. And that'll help activate the back side of your legs. And then remove the arms. Roll down. And then draw your right knee into your right armpit. Pause here. Take a breath in. And then hook the toes in that left knee crease and draw the knee across the body. Reach that right hand out. Look to the right. And then come back to center. Right leg out along the earth now. Left knee in. Take a breath in. Out. And then left toes. Hook those toes in your knee crease. Draw your right knee across the body. Reach to the left. Look to the left. come back to center. And we're going to do a little happy baby here. So grab outside edges of your feet or your shins. Draw your knees down towards the outside of your torso. Roll around if that feels nice to you. And then hug yourself into a little ball. Squeeze all your muscles tight, tight, tight. Hold your breath. And then when you cannot hold any of that any longer, you're going to let go. Release everything out along the earth. Feet roll out. Palms turn up. Shoulders lightly roll under. Or you can take any variation that calls to you. And just take any time you need here to let go and integrate your practice. I'll go ahead and leave you here in hopes that you'll stay at least a few more minutes. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.